Basketball is a game of skill, speed, and precision.
Irving spins, Irving drive, gets inside, throws it up, and banks it home as the buzzer sounds.
Among all the skills a player can develop, the ability to finish at the rim, especially with layups, is one of the most crucial.
Morant. Oh, sweet move from John Morant, right around Mitchell Robinson.
Hanging and banging that time.
Whether you're a guard slashing through the lane, a forward attacking off the dribble, or even a big man catching in the paint.
Oh, what a dunk! Hey, look at him look back at Morning. Oh, he came flying out.
Consistently converting opportunities near the basket separates good players from great ones. Yet, for many, finishing at the rim is a source of frustration. How many times have you driven past your defender, only to miss a seemingly easy layup? How often have you found yourself in the paint, only to have your shot blocked or altered by a help defender? The truth is, finishing at the rim is both an art and a science, requiring a blend of skill, creativity, and toughness. Let's break down the fundamental techniques, advanced moves, and mental approaches you need to become a consistent finisher at the rim. The goal here is to give you a blueprint you can follow, one that will help you finish strong when you drive to the basket, and transform you into a player your teammates trust and your opponents fear. Let's start with the basics. The layup is the most fundamental shot in basketball. Yet, even at the highest levels, players miss layups under pressure. Why? Because they overlook the importance of practicing layups at game speed, from different angles, and with both hands. First, always approach your layup at game speed. In practice, too many players lazily jog to the rim and toss the ball up. But in a real game, you're sprinting, often with a defender on your hip. So, when you practice, start at the three-point line, attack the basket hard, and finish strong. This builds muscle memory for finishing with momentum and control. Next, focus on your target. The backboard has a small rectangle above the rim. This is your sweet spot. Aim for the upper corners or the center of that box. This isn't just a coaching cliche, it's a proven way to increase your accuracy. When you aim for the sweet spot, you give yourself the best chance to make the shot, even if your angle or speed isn't perfect. Perhaps most importantly, develop your ability to finish with both hands. If you're right-handed, you probably feel comfortable finishing on the right side. But what happens when a defender forces you left? If you can't finish with your left hand, you become predictable and easy to stop. So, in every practice, alternate hands. Challenge yourself to make 50 layups with your weak hand before you leave the gym. Over time, your confidence and consistency will skyrocket. Once you've mastered the basic layup, it's time to expand your finishing arsenal. The best finishers in the game, players like Kyrie Irving, John Morant, and Stephen Curry, use a variety of moves to score around the rim, even against elite defenders. One essential move is the floater, also known as the runner or teardrop. The floater is a quick, high-arcing shot released before you reach the rim, perfect for scoring over taller defenders or when help defense collapses. To master the floater, start close to the basket and gradually move further out as you gain confidence. Focus on a soft touch and a high release point. This move is especially valuable for guards who often find themselves facing shot blockers in the paint. Another key move is the reverse layup. The reverse allows you to use the rim as a shield, protecting the ball from shot blockers. To execute a reverse layup, drive baseline, plant your inside foot, and finish on the opposite side of the rim using the backboard. This move is particularly effective against aggressive defenders who love to chase down blocks. The Euro step and pro hop are two more advanced moves that help you evade defenders and create space for your finish. The Euro step involves taking a long step in one direction, then quickly stepping in the opposite direction to avoid a defender. The pro hop is a two-footed jump stop that allows you to change direction and gather yourself before finishing. Both moves require balance, footwork, and timing, but they're invaluable for finishing in traffic. Finally, practice finishing off either leg with either hand. Most players are comfortable jumping off their left foot for a right-handed layup and off their right foot for a left-handed layup. But in games, you won't always have the luxury of perfect footwork. By practicing same leg, same hand finishes, you become unpredictable and adaptable, able to adjust to whatever the defense throws at you. It's one thing to make layups in an empty gym. It's another to finish in a real game, with defenders flying at you and the crowd roaring. That's why it's critical to train for game-like situations. First, practice finishing through contact. In games, you'll rarely get a clean look at the rim. Defenders will bump you, grab you, and try to knock you off balance. To prepare, simulate contact in practice. Use resistance bands. Have a coach or teammate apply light pressure, or even practice with a pad. Learn to initiate contact first. When you bump the defender, you control the play and reduce their ability to disrupt your shot. Watch how Chris Paul and James Harden use their bodies to create space and absorb contact. They're masters at drawing fouls and finishing plays. Next, vary your angles and speeds. Don't just attack from the top of the key. Drive from the wings, the baseline, and even from behind the basket. Practice finishing at different speeds. Sometimes you'll need to explode to the rim. Other times, you'll need to slow down and use a crafty finish. The more situations you practice, the more comfortable you'll feel in games. Make your drills competitive. Add defenders, time constraints, or scoring challenges. For example, set a timer and see how many layups you can make in 1 minute, with a defender contesting every shot. Or play one-on-one in the paint, where the only goal is to finish at the rim. The pressure and unpredictability will prepare you for real game situations. As you become more advanced, you'll need to develop techniques for finishing against elite rim protectors. Here are a few tips. First, finish high. Against taller defenders, a low release is an invitation for your shot to be blocked. Aim high on the backboard, especially when you're being challenged. This forces the defender to jump higher and time their block perfectly. The upper deck finish is another technique used by elite guards. This involves using a higher arc or aiming above the box to get the ball over shot blockers. Watch how Kyrie Irving and Stephen Curry use this technique. They're able to get their shot off against much taller defenders by simply putting the ball higher off the glass. Applying spin, or English, to the ball is also crucial. When you're forced to finish from tough angles, a little spin can help the ball bounce softly off the backboard and into the hoop. Practice putting different amounts of spin on the ball, especially when finishing from the baseline or when you're off balance. The key to becoming a consistent finisher is repetition, practicing the right way over and over until it becomes second nature. But repetition alone isn't enough. Your practice must be realistic and challenging. Track your progress. Record your makes and misses during practice. Set goals for yourself. Maybe it's making 20 consecutive layups with your weak hand, or converting 80% of your finishes in a competitive drill. Tracking your progress keeps you motivated and helps you identify areas for improvement. Simulate game pressure. Incorporate defenders, obstacles, and real-time decision-making into your drills. The more your practice mimics actual games, the more confident and consistent you'll become. Remember, in the heat of the moment, you'll fall back on your training. If you've trained under pressure, you'll thrive under pressure. Finishing at the rim isn't just about physical skill, it's also about mental toughness. You have to believe you can finish, even when the defense is closing in. Confidence comes from preparation. The more you practice, the more you trust your abilities. Visualization is a powerful tool. Before games, close your eyes and picture yourself driving to the basket, absorbing contact, and finishing strong. Imagine the ball dropping through the net, the crowd cheering, your teammates celebrating. The more vividly you visualize success, the more likely you are to achieve it. Don't be afraid of failure. Even the best players miss layups. What sets them apart is their willingness to keep attacking, to learn from their mistakes, and to get better every day. If you miss a layup, analyze what went wrong. Was it your angle, your speed, your focus? Make the adjustment and try again. Study the best finishers in the game. Watch how Kyrie Irving uses his body and creativity to finish over and around defenders. Notice how Ja Morant explodes to the rim and contorts his body to avoid blocks. Pay attention to how Stephen Curry uses floaters and high-arcing layups to score against bigger players. Emulate their techniques, but also develop your own style. Every player is different. What works for one might not work for another. Let's recap the key points. Master the basics. Practice layups at game speed, aim for the sweet spot, and use both hands. Expand your arsenal. Add floaters, reverse layups, Euro steps, and same leg finishes to your game. Train for game-like situations. Practice finishing through contact, from different angles and at different speeds. Make your drills competitive. Use advanced techniques. Finish high, use spin, and develop a soft touch to score over shot blockers. Be consistent. Track your progress, simulate game pressure, and practice with purpose. Develop mental toughness. Visualize success, learn from failure, and stay confident in your abilities. Learn from the greats. Study elite finishers and incorporate their techniques into your game. Finishing at the rim is a skill that can be developed by anyone willing to put in the work. It's not about being the tallest or the fastest. It's about mastering technique, building confidence, and preparing for every situation. If you follow this blueprint, you'll become a more consistent, creative, and fearless finisher. Your teammates will trust you, your coaches will rely on you, and your opponents will dread seeing you attack the basket. Remember, every great finisher started with missed layups and blocked shots. What made them great was their determination to improve, their willingness to try new things, and their commitment to practicing the right way. So the next time you step on the court, attack the rim with confidence, finish with authority, and never, ever stop working to get better. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos. Also, I'm curious, what's the biggest challenge you face when trying to finish at the rim? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Keep training, and I'll see you guys in the next one.